Once you have your curves clean, it's time to flop the animation on the opposite side. So I'm going to do it for this foot, but the same thing is applicable to any control. So I'm going to go between 1 and 17, and I'm going to copy the keys in there. Then I'm going to grab the left foot, delete everything. I know it's sad, but we have to do it. And we paste the animation. Now the 2 feet will move together. See that? It's no longer a run, it's a jump with both feet, which we probably want to set to infinity before and after, so pre and post infinity for all the curves. Now they will jump together. There you go, that's our animation there. She's sad, I mean, no wonder. I would be sad if I had to run that way. So now we have the animation, but you see that we kind of need to mirror it. So we need to understand which values need mirroring. In practice, you will want a tool to do it, and again, as I said multiple times, Animbot does it. But let's say that we are left to our own devices. So if I move this foot on local to the left of the grid as we are looking at it now, and the values go to positive, and to get the symmetric pose on the other foot, the value go the opposite way to negative, like they do in here, then it means that you have to mirror those values. Similarly, if I go up with Z and the value is going to positive like it is up here in the channel box, and I do the same with this guy, well, if the values are moving in the right direction, you don't need to mirror. If I go instead on Y, that's Y negative because the value is decreasing. Let's see what happens if I go forward. Value is decreasing. It seems to me that we only need to mirror translate X on the translations. And then let's check the rotation. You need to be in gimbal axis, so hold down E, left mouse button, gimbal. To evaluate which rotation axes need mirroring, it's better to do it when you are flat on the floor. So let's see. If I rotate in gimbal, say parallel to the axis, and they both go in the same direction, that axis needs mirroring, because it means that I need to rotate it the opposite direction to get a symmetric pose. So one will go plus, one will go minus. So Y rotation needs mirroring. This does not need mirroring, right? It works just the same. And Z definitely needs mirroring. So translate X, rotate Y and Z. So let's go grab all the curves for the left foot. Remember, we are syncing the graph editor. So we said translate X, hold down Control or Command if you're on a Mac to select the rotate Y and Z that we said we needed mirroring for. Then we grab these values and we will need to invert them, right? From plus to minus or the other way around. The easy way is to select them all, go Scale, Options, Reset Settings, and the value scale is -1. If we multiply any number by -1, we're going to get the opposite, and the pivot is going to be 0. That's the default position. We hit scale, and now you see that they are perfectly mirrored. It's still a run, but now they are perfectly symmetrical. Nice. Now the problem is that they will be offset, right? But we know that frame 9 really is the opposite of frame 1. So if we manage to put frame 1 over to 9, we should be done. I will make sure I don't filter the selection, so I grab all the keys on the timeline. So I click out and you see there's no channel selected. Then I grab the whole timeline, and with the middle mouse button, I'm going to grab the middle 2 yellow markers there and hold and drag until frame 1 goes over to 9. I made this control pre-cycle infinite, right? So it's going to run even after that. And now you see that the run works pretty well, the feet are super clean, and we successfully cleaned the animation there. Not too bad indeed. Similarly, you could go around and check the rotation, Y for instance of the chest, and maybe you don't want this bump in there, you can delete it on both sides of the loop. There you go. Just to keep the animation a little bit cleaner, the spline a little bit cleaner. Whenever you want to delete a key, it's a good idea to make sure to position yourself on that key as you delete it, so that you will see what's the actual change in the animation. You don't want to blindly delete keys.